What is up, you gorgeous, fabulous creatures, and welcome to this week's episode of the All New Losing It podcast. You're here with Kylie Pax, Australia's emotional eating coach, and I'm thrilled and delighted to be with you all for another episode. As you know, I'm just going to shamelessly plug my free weight loss course every damn week until each one of you signs up and gets it, because it is life-changing. It's a free 4-part video series. It's going to change the entire trajectory of your life. I kid you not, and I'm not exaggerating when I say that. I have this, what I've given you here in this free weight loss course is more value than you would get in somebody else's paid course, because quite frankly, I'm just tired of that bullshit. I am so over a flooded, oh, look, little notifications are coming through. I am so over a flooded industry that is sucking women's souls dry. Never mind their wallets and purses and like all our fabulous designer handbags. They're being sucked dry. It sucks your soul dry, and it literally just kills who you are slowly from the inside out. So with that, please head on over to kyliepax.com/free course, where you will find, listen, it's so fucking simple. Throw your name in the little box with your email and it will come to you like magical fucking pixies will deliver it to your email. So let's dive in to today's episode. I've just come back from the hairdresser, got my hair did, as I do every single Thursday, and I had an incredible talk there with the fabulous Miss Jade, who does my hair every week. She's gorgeous and amazing, and we hype each other up. We're each other's hype girl squad each week. And I value her advice. She's extremely intelligent and smart, and she's basically my free therapy session every week. So we talk about a lot of different things. But one of the things that Jade mentioned this week was she brought up a book that I've not heard of before, and it's called The Gift of Fear. Let me just check that now that it's called The Gift of Fear by Gavin D. Becker. And I am about to jump on Amazon and order this thing, because we were talking about in general how women, most specifically, are more vulnerable in our society to predators. This is what we were talking about. So this is a very jolly topic this morning. Normally we're full of all the good vibes and the fun and it's fabulous. This was not one of our finest, thrilling in feel-good topics, I've got to say, but it impacted my life. Just this conversation that I had with her over the last hour impacted me such that I feel very compelled to go and get this book. I'm not endorsed with these people I don't have any connection with this individual, with Mr. Gavin, but I'm going to find out more about it, because from what she said, he was actually a prediction management officer or something within the, FBI or something with the, here we go. He served on the President's Advisory Board at the U.S. Department of Justice and the Governor's Advisory Board in the California Department of Mental Health. But the gist of it, what she explained to me, was that he was doing risk assessments when threats would come in. We're going to threaten you with whatever, bombs or all kinds of things. His role was to assess and do a risk assessment and assess how likely is this thing to actually happen. And he's put all his knowledge and experience into creating this book, which I don't know if it's aimed at females, but certainly there was a lot for us to get out of it, that we have been conditioned from birth to be the nice girl, don't rock the boat, don't be rude to people. Oh, so your mother's creepy second cousin from the gremlin side wants to lick your face every time you go to give them a hug. Hello? Oh, well, don't be rude. We don't want to offend them. You just need to go ahead and give them a hug. And as little girls especially, we are taught, like I say, don't rock the boat, don't offend, do the right thing, just suck it up basically so that you can look good in front of other people. We don't want to upset them. And the example that she gave me from this book, and as I say, full disclosure, I haven't read it yet, but I intend to buy it as we speak now doing this podcast. She gave me the example about a man who befriended a young woman in line at the shopping centre, at the supermarket. He befriended her, started chatting to her. And when she went to leave, he said, well, I'll walk you home. Now, I don't know if it was nighttime yet. I haven't read the book. He said, I'll walk you home, make sure that you're safe. Now, she said that he started using a lot of inclusive language. We need to get you home safely. We need to make sure that you're okay. Oh, we need to just make sure that you get inside the house safely. Listen, she said in this book that she knew, her inner Noah knew something just wasn't quite right, but he hadn't done anything. He hadn't done anything to set off full-blown alarm bells, but she just didn't feel right about it. Apparently, when they got to her front door and she put the key in the door, he made his way inside, and I don't know exactly yet, as I said, because I haven't read the book, but Jade did indicate that hideous things happened inside the house. And as he, shall we just say, took a break for a second, he said to her, you just stay there. I'm going into the kitchen to get a glass of water. Don't move from the bed, because he'd gotten her into her bedroom, and she was naked, and she just knew instinctually the man was not going to get a glass of water. He was going to get a knife. And she jumped off of the bed, snuck down the hallway, tiptoe, and made it out her front door, stark naked, and raised alarm bells and got help. Now, this is a prime example of how we as women really, really need to listen to our inner Noah. As Jade was telling me this story, I had example after fucking example rolling through my head like a Netflix series of times that I have put myself into very stupid, precarious and dangerous situations over the years. In fact, it's a fucking wonder that I'm still alive by the grace of God. I tell you, by the grace, it's for no other reason other than the grace of God that I'm still here with these stupid ass decisions that I've made over my life. And this is such a beautiful example just to bring awareness to this and to remind us as women that we have the ability to assess our actions before they take place. Don't worry about offending someone, looking stupid in front of someone. Well, I don't want them to feel bad. Like they will think I'm weird if I tell them, no, don't walk me home. Don't come. No, you just stay there. Don't come near me. Any of those sorts of things. Now, whilst this is extremely off topic from anything to do with emotional eating or weight loss, I promise you I will circle it back around. But I haven't read this book. It could be a piece of crap. But Jade said that she read it years ago and that she would highly recommend it. So I'm going to actually put the link to this on Amazon in the show notes as well. As I say, I'm not affiliated and I'm not have no association with Mr. Gavin D. Becker at all. But I think this is going to be a very good book for women to read to ensure that we have a sense of self-confidence as we move through our life, because this is why I think this is important. If you have self-confidence and you know that you can take care of yourself to the best of your ability, that ripples over and trickles through every single part of your life. Here's why this relates to food. How many times have you told yourself, I'm definitely going to get my shit together with food. I'm going to start a new program. I'm going to do this. I'm going to get Kylie's free course, kylieprax.com/free course. I'm going to do it. It's going to be amazing. I'm going to do all these things. And then the minute you go and see a friend or you visit a family member or something goes on and they're offering you food, you fucking cave every time. Tell me why. 99% of the time, it's because you don't want to offend them. Oh, my mother-in-law made this for me. I don't want to offend her. My auntie made the favorite cookies that came from Sweden and she fucking got the ingredients grown by pixies and I don't want to upset her. Well, quite frankly, your inner Noah knows. Your inner Noah knows what's best for you. Let me tell you what the actual cost is of saying no to those cookies. You are going to say yes to the cookies to the auntie from Sweden because you don't want to upset her. But I want you to think about the actual price of eating the damn cookies. First up, you're going against your integrity. You had made a decision in full integrity. I'm going to do Kylie's free course. It's no restriction, no deprivation. It's not like it's not a diet. It's not like a diet. It's not a diet at all. It is teaching you how to eat with complete freedom and autonomy over your food choices and lose weight at the same time. I mean, fuck that shit that says the only way to lose weight is to calorie count, restrict, deprive, don't eat fats, don't eat carbs, eliminate sugar, all that shit. I am living proof that that is complete bullshit, that we have been fed a load of lies from the diet industry. Not only is it not true, it was never true. Do you think a multi-billion-dollar industry at any point now or in the future is going to reveal, actually, ladies, joke's on you. Joke's on you, ladies. This was never a thing. This is some made up shit that we have kept going in order to get our paychecks. I mean, for fuck's sake, the onus is on us, not on them. If you're waiting for them to give you a better way, it's not coming. Honey, wake up, sunshine. It's not coming. It's not coming. The onus is on us to do something about this. So first up, I'm going to say you can't control how somebody else feels. You can't. You can eat her damn cookies and she'll still be offended because you only ate 2 and not all 16 that she made. You could choose to eat all 16 and now she's offended because you didn't ask her for the recipe so that you can have more. There is no win in these types of situations because the ultimate price is, as I say, you going against your integrity and going against your word. You going home that night feeling like a piece of shit because you didn't stick with the plan that you had made for that day. You feel like you've let yourself down. You've put your dreams of weight loss on hold for one more day. And can I just say, this is my personal theory. I haven't Googled this, but I honestly believe let's just say how we think about it in our head. This is how we think about it. If you fuck up your eating for one day, you think to yourself, doesn't matter. It's only just this one time. I'll get back on it tomorrow. But the ripple effect of all that bullshit eating that you did for that day, do you think that's undone by one day of good eating? No. Absolutely fucking not. It could take you days, weeks, or maybe even months to undo what you've just done. Now, I don't want to make you all suicidal here. That's not the case. But it's much like anything in life. Like you can't always undo the result of a bad decision with just one good decision. It could take more time. So essentially, all decisions relating to food and otherwise are compounding, people. They're compounding. The cost of those cookies is so much greater than, let's just say, the 75 calories that's in one of those damn cookies. You think it doesn't matter, they're only small, it's 75 calories and I don't want to upset her. Okay, how about, as I say, the fact that you've just crushed your fucking soul because you have proven to yourself that you cannot be trusted and that you're not trustworthy and that every time you say you're going to do something, you just end up not doing it. Then you wonder why the next Monday when rolls around and you think, I'm going to start another fancy new diet, why you can't stick to it. Of course you can't. You've built up no levels of self-trust within yourself. Every time you say you're going to do it, you never end up doing it. So why even bother? Here's a very quick little decision matrix that I would use to help you decide whether it's actually worth moving forward and eating this food or not. Because if your inner knower knows and is sending off fucking alarm bells telling you don't eat it, you know this isn't what you want to do, you know you're going to feel bad afterwards, but you're shutting it down with going all the thoughts like, but auntie will be pleased. First of all, she'll be pleased. Second of all, it's going to taste nice. Thirdly, everyone's looking at me and I don't like people looking at me. Let me just take the damn cookie. It's your job. It's on you to ask, is this decision going to pull me forward, keep me stuck, or pull me backwards? Because nothing comes at a free cost. You think that you've won by eating the damn cookie? No. If it's not pulling you forward, that decision is either keeping you stuck by reinforcing the very habits that you're trying to get rid of or pulling you backwards by leaving you feeling like a piece of garbage once it's over. And then who has to dig you out of that hole? Is it the auntie from Sweden? Is she going to be at your house the next morning giving you a fucking pep talk? Come on, girl, you can do it. Let's go. We'll go for a run. It's going to be amazing. I'll make you a healthy salad. No, she's not. She's fucking long gone. Back to her place of origin. She's long gone. Her and her cookies. All that's left is you trying to figure your shit out the next day going, oh my God, I got on the scale. I've gained 2 kilos. And it's just not worth it, ladies. It's not worth it. Here is why it is worth listening to your inner knower, even with decisions that seem as inconsequential as a cookie. Because every single time you do something that you're not thrilled with, your brain will turn it into two things. It turns it into an assassination on your character, and then it will turn it into the consequences of the decision that you've made. Always and every time. This is what your brain does. When you fuck up anything in your life, your brain turns it into an effect on character and consequences. What do I mean when I say that? Character. Well, I always knew that I was just a piece of crap. I knew this was never going to work for me. I knew I would fail. I always fail at everything. Why am I such a loser? Why can I never do this? Why can I not lose weight? And then it busts out the consequences. No one's going to love you. No one will ever love you now. If somebody does love you, they don't really love you. They can't. How can anybody love you looking like this? The consequences are immense. You'll always be fat. You'll never lose weight. You can never do this. Basically, your life is one giant shit show, and just sit back and take a seat, honey, because it's never going to get any better. That is what our brain tells. Listen, I want to say, raise me an emoji hand if I'm telling the truth. Leave a comment below. Share this on social. If this resonates with you, please remember to tag me if you share it on social, because I love hearing from you all. Side note. But let me remind you, honey, your inner knower fucking knows. Your inner knower always knows. It might not be ringing alarm bells like your iPhone alarm going off in the morning. It's sometimes so much more subtle that you brush it off. It's all right. It's okay. You make a little excuse. It's only a cookie, 70 calories. It's okay. She'll be happy. But 70 calories is never 70 calories, because immediately your brain turns it into consequences. You fucked up now. Well, now you ate a 70-calorie cookie. It's fucking nothing. But your brain turns it into, that's a major fuck up. It will treat it like you just burned down an orphanage. Well, you just might as well eat everything in the world now. And then we get upset and cry, because we do. But honey, you had a moment before the cookie eating began when your inner knower was telling you, hold on, just give this 1 second. Just think about it 1 second. Is it really true? Can I be absolutely certain that it's true? That if I eat the cookie, my life is going to be amazing. My auntie will love me 100 times more, and everybody and everything around me will be rosy? Or is there a slight possibility, just slight, that this could actually send me down a rabbit hole that's going to make everything a whole lot worse? If that is even possible, it's on you to sit back and go, thank you, like I'll take it, I'll grab it, I'll have it later or whatever. But you don't put it in your mouth until you can feel really, really good about it. Why? Because your inner knower knows. It's got your back. It knows when something is just a little bit off. It's not to say, and listen, I just want to wrap this up by saying it's not to say you can't have the cookie. You can have all the cookies. You can have 10 million cookies. What I'm talking about is you staying in integrity. If you had planned to eat the cookies that day, fantastic. Listen, if you haven't taken my free course, this is where I talk about planning your food, making sure that you stay in integrity and all these types of things. Otherwise, this isn't going to make sense to you. So again, kyliepax.com/free course. But if you had planned to eat these things for the day, that's fantastic. Own it. Be in the moment. Enjoy them. It's fantastic. It's beautiful. Do it. But if these things get sprung on you like they normally do, and then you're a little bit discombobulated and you're not sure, I don't know, I don't think, I wasn't ready for this, then don't eat it until you can feel really good about it. Secondly, own it. And thirdly, enjoy it. If you can't be in that headspace, it's only going to wreak havoc with your brain. So my loves, with that, I'm going to wrap it up for another fabulous episode of Losing It Podcast. And of course, I'm just going to say it one more time. Please, people. I don't know how many more different ways I can say it. If you haven't done it yet, kyliepax.com/free course. It's a free 4-part video series. As I say, this video alone, just these 4 videos alone that are completely free, can help you lose every last ounce of weight you want to lose starting today within the hour. It's that fast. Like, I kid you not, it's that good. So as always, please do remember, the only person who has the power to change your life is you. I cannot stress this enough. Trying not to offend other people is not going to change your life. Trying to restrict or deprive your food intake is not going to change your life. Thinking that if I can just not upset people or rock the boat is not going to change your life. You have to be the one to take ownership of all aspects and understand that you deserve to feel good and whole and secure in yourself and in your body as well. And if that means sometimes that you might have to say no to somebody, or you might have to do something that doesn't seem to make sense on the surface, but inside you just know that it's the right decision for you, that's when you've got what it takes. I'm sending you tremendous amounts of love. I will see you all again next week. Until then, gorgeous ones, bye for now. Thank you so much for tuning in. Remember to shimmy your butt over to kyliepax.com/free course and sign up for my free weight loss training so you can start losing your weight now. You'll also find helpful notes and resources in my past podcasts that will help you lose your weight without the BS diet drama. I'll see you next week.